Hello, 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 and welcome to A Journey in Light. My name is Joy. Thank you for being here. Today's Pick a Card Love a Tarot reading. We are going over what have they realized, what has the person on your mind had an epiphany about, a realization about. That's what we're looking into today. I have 3 piles for you guys today. I will show you what these opening cards are. So pile 1, we have this black obsidian star, and we have the canary spirit, sing your song. Could be a singing connection with that. So pile 1. Pile 2, we have the hummingbird spirit, be here now. This paired with this awesome shell. It was picked up after one of our hurricanes last year at the beach. So there is pile 2. That might have a reference for somebody. I felt the need to share that. Or storm or something around there. All right, and pile 3, we have koi fish spirit. There's always enough. And we have this with labradorite. That beautiful flash that should pop up on the labradorite heart. So pile 3. So guys, think of your person, take a deep breath, close your eyes, ask your higher self, wherever you connect to, or just your inner knowing. Ask yourself, where is my message today? Which pile is my message in today? And again, open your eyes and go with wherever you're drawn to the most. I have a feeling to say that some of you may typically choose one pile, but today you're being very drawn to another. Trust that. If you are really having a hard time choosing between 2, you can watch more than one. That's totally fine. It's completely up to you. Just remember, these are general readings, so you do have to use your discernment to know if something is right or wrong for you. You can watch different piles for different people. People do that all the time. The timestamps will be in the description box below or the pinned comment as well. Friendly reminder, I am available for personal readings. I do live readings usually twice a week, or recorded readings based off of questions depending on your price point and your schedule. You can find all the information in the link in my description box. So again, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I will leave these up for a moment. If you need more time to choose, feel free to pause the screen and then just click your timestamp, and I will see you at your pile. Bye guys. Hello, my lovely friends. For pile 1, you picked this canary spirit card. It's the number 12 along with this obsidian star here. This card does say sing your own song. We have this canary with a little crown with some music notes. He looks like he's sitting on some sort of wind instrument. I'm assuming that's a flute, but since I never played, I don't want to. I know there's some that look very similar. So we are looking into what has your person realized? What has the person on your mind realized about the connection, about you? Anything else that wants to come up, you guys know that I'll share. I'm going to start with a quick energy check-in. If that's not your thing, feel free to, when you see me, start pulling from the tarot. But for the rest of you guys, enjoy that. Let's start there. I am minimizing the amount of cards I pull. I feel like lately it's been getting too chaotic with the energy check-ins, or it's a little too over the board. So I'm going to limit the amount of cards that I'm picking. No one said anything, but it's just a personal thing. Yeah. All right, energy check-in. So something, if not all of this, should ring true for you in your situation to kind of help you know you're in the right spot. Now, if nothing comes up for you here and you're like, nope, this is my pile, just trust that, guys. Always trust your intuition above anything else. These are just kind of like extra little things to help you. But I have a feeling most of my readers are very tapped and tuned in. You guys know your stuff. So this is, again, extra confirmations. So we have the card Explore, Experience, Adventure, Wonder, and Journey. So there could be something new and fun and adventurous and explorative about the energy and this connection, the energy that you're in, those kinds of things. We have I like you, someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun, flirting, wanting to date. We have chemistry. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. And then we have obsession, as someone is in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. So some of you guys, this could be a very new connection with this, like, I like you. There's a lot of chemistry. There's exploration, travel, adventure, just a lot of like really like buzzy kind of energy. I know we got the canary in this pile, but it reminds me of hummingbird energy, even though I know that's a different pile. But that's kind of just this like excited and fun and new. If you guys, if this isn't a new connection, it could have been a recent situation that's made you kind of just buzzy, like, ooh, like, yeah, so let's go. Again, we talked about in the opening that it's a sing your own song. So there could be a musical connection. Someone could have a beautiful singing voice. I do not. I'm very jealous of you for that. And the number 12 could be important. The 12th month, which would be December, could be an important month in the connection. The 12th house is ruled by Pisces. That could be in the connection as well. So if you feel like you guys are in the right spot, feel free to stick around and we're going to jump into this tarot. All right. We are using the, why am I forgetting? The Mystical Moments Tarot. This tarot deck was donated to the channel by Holly over at Crystal Rose Tarot, who is a very, very good friend of mine. It's who I personally go to for personal readings. So if you've never checked out Crystal Rose Tarot, you need to. She's amazing, and dear friend, and someone I trust personally if I feel like I need a reading. A lot of people that are tarot readers know it's sometimes hard to read for yourself. Okay, so back to this, but I don't normally talk about that, so maybe some of you guys are tarot readers and you know what I'm talking about. You guys are like, Joy, get into it. Stop talking. It's that energy, guys. It's this excited, chatty. Maybe the conversation's really good between the two of you guys. It's like a lot of back and forth. It's like a buzz. There is a buzz here. So let me take a moment. What does this person realize in pile 1? I'm so excited. Oh, but we jump out with a very intense energy. We have a 3 of Swords. We're going to clarify that and see how that fits in here, but there's a realization around heartache, heart pain. You could be helping heal their heart. We'll see when we clarify or see what the rest of these cards, but that's a pretty intense energy popping out. We have the the Knight of Cups. I love this one. This heart has strings on it and she's strumming it. So kind of that music connection coming up. Let's see. I don't want to give too much. We have an 8 of Swords. We have the King of Cups now. Hot damn, guys. Okay, what I'm getting so far, I know I'm going to clarify this and probably shoot myself in the foot for speaking too early, but this energy is coming in where this is feeling of like you're helping heal this person's heart. They're realizing how much maybe their pain has kind of held them back in the past, kept them stuck. This feels like there's a realization around how like really romantic feelings they have towards this, very much how you are playing on their heartstrings, how like you have their hand in your heart. You're kind of helping open up this person from a cage that maybe is self-imposed with this 8 of Swords energy. But in this one, we do show that cage being opened. And this person has wings to fly, you know? So it's like you're kind of helping this person open up. You're helping them see. You're letting them know that, like, you know, even if their exterior has been hard from the past, like there is a way through. And sometimes you don't have to go around. You can go right through. You can cut right through, you know? So very interesting energy. Let's clarify this. Let's see. Can we clarify this 3 of Swords, please? 2 of Swords. So, because this is about choices or feeling stuck. Some of them could realize that it is their choice to either stay stuck or move forward. I might have to clarify that a little bit further, but we're going to keep going. Knight of Pentacles. So we have the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is very dedicated, slow moving, but has an offer. He's the knight that finishes, like he always crosses the finish line. He may be slower, but he's reliable and patient and hard work. So it feels like there's this romantic, but like I'm enjoying this, but I do want to take it slow. 8 of Swords, 5 of Swords. Yeah, I think this person is having realizations how, you know, either they've let the past or fears of pain. Fear. Also, could be some control issues with this person a little bit. But there's realizations around, yes, love can hurt me, but it also can set me free. So this is actually one of my favorite Five of Swords, which is a weird thing to say because Five of Swords, if you know, you know, it's not the easiest energy. I don't know why I like this so much. It's not that it's a good version of it, but she, like, this guy has a piece of, like, oops, sorry. It might help if I look at the screen. His heart, right? It's sewn up, but she's holding it. So this kind of feels like this person, if this is a new connection, this person could have realizations around if a past connection has kept them stuck, or where someone who maybe ripped out their heart kind of trapped them, and you're kind of helping them see a new way forward. Again, that kind of came out right off the bat, like where this person has had past pains, past heartaches, those kinds of things that's kept them a little stuck. But it's like we're looking at the realization. So they're realizing, you know, how that kept them trapped, or their fear of someone ripping their heart out is keeping them stuck. The Five of Swords is also very much similar energy. It can be a fight that no one wins between two people, or it can be a fight within your own head where you're like hamster wheeling, like, you know, my fears are only keeping me stuck. My fears of having my heart ripped out, my fears of past pain are keeping me stuck. Oh, and then we got the Chariot. So there is a lot of realization around how I want to move forward. This is a Cancer energy here. Let me move all this over. I got to get our overall energy in here. I love this deck, and I always forget that these cards are a little bit bigger than all the other decks, so it doesn't quite fit. So sorry, I'm going to have to overlap a little bit, guys. But our overall energy is the Strength card. This is Leo energy. This is feeling very strongly connected. Also realizing where their ego or their pride may keep them back. This is also about self-love, unconditional love, and self-respect and courage. Also self-control. And then we got that Two of Cups. Ooh, and a King of Wands. Hot damn. And a Queen of Swords. And a Knight of Cups. Okay. So this person is having lots of realizations. Again, I feel like about their past. It doesn't necessarily, for most of you, feel like it's about you. But if it is, take it. But this person, I feel like they do want to release themselves from any self-imposed trapping, any self-imposed fears. But do understand this, as much as this person does realize you have their hands in your heart, they do need to take it slow. Which, depending on your attachment levels, that might feel uncomfortable. So be mindful. Not every slow person is ghosting you. I know sometimes we get caught up in past and other people's behaviors. Always remember that these are new people. You can pay attention for red flags, but don't hold someone else's behavior against another person until they've shown that that's a pattern of theirs. Okay. Friendly reminder. I know we're all trying to protect ourselves, but this person it feels like they are also trying to protect themselves, but they're having realizations where that's keeping them stuck, where they can move forward. They can step in. You can have someone that is strong with you. I think that this person sees you as a very strong person as well. And for some reason that's intimidating. Yet, like, I think about the Strength card, and you know, this depicts it as well. But in the traditional tarot, the woman is opening up the lion's mouth, not with force, but with like confidence, with strength, but with like kind courage. It's like fierce serenity is the vibe of this card. So this person is having realizations that it's okay to have another strong person. It's okay to lean into other people's strength while still keeping your own. You know, this Two of Cups here, there's a high level of respect this person feels towards you. There is passion this person feels towards you. They can see a future with you. You bring them clarity. You help open their mind. We have the Nine of Cups here. This is a wish fulfilled. We got the Six of Pentacles, even give and take, King of Pentacles. You know, we can go down this deck. It's feeling like this person is having a lot of realizations around their own patterns, their own weaknesses, their own pain that keeps them stuck. I do want to get one more insight into this situation, because I don't feel completely, I mean, I think the vibe is, again, my own choices keep me stuck, or my fear of being hurt again is giving me a little bit at a crossroads. So something you may need to understand, that this person is working slowly through this. but they realize they do need to make a decision. Yeah. And then there's our Page of Cups. So it's like there's a realization that this person needs to choose love. They need to choose to begin again. Our pages are the younger energy of the court cards, but it can represent like, you know, messages and this is kind of like hopeless romantic energy. And it's okay to face, you know, loving again, opening it up, seeing where this cup can take you. I mean, we have the King of Cups here and a card around forward momentum. Some of you guys, it's also maybe a long distance relationship, a newer relationship, those kinds of things. This can signify travel or distance. But yeah, this person, I think they're just having lots of realizations about personal things, but it's like you're a catalyst for them opening and expanding. But I feel the need to say this is a bit of a work in progress. So proceed with that idea. And I think it's best to not rush this person thus far, but here we are. Okay. Let's see. Where do I want to look at now? Let's see. What, if anything, is shifting currently for this person in this connection towards you? What, if anything, is shifting? Ooh, okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. What's shifting with this person is what they're willing to put work into for their long term. It seems like their long-term goals are shifting, what they want in their life, what they're willing to put effort into. So these realizations could be helping this person shift forward, to spend time, to put energy into things. Like the 8 of Pentacles is putting the work in. Some of you guys may have a work connection with this person. Somebody may work in the financial field as well. Very tangible kind of energy with those pentacles. What else is shifting? The 3 of Cups. So if you guys are in more of a friendship connection, this could be shifting from friendship to more. This is collaboration. This is coming together. Some of you, if there is for some reason a third party situation, that could be what's shifting. If I don't mention that when the 3s come up, you guys come at me in the comments. So I don't have to say it, but there you go. I don't feel like that's everybody's situation, but I said it. But ultimately, this is a card of friendship. This is a card of celebration. This is a card of circle of support. It's our emotions, but coming together that way, right? So if we're looking at a shift, it's like shifting from friendship to more, which is kind of indicative with this new chemistry obsession. He's exploring new things, vibing, right? Where can this go? Where can this take us? What else is shifting? Justice. So we have Libra showing up. Ooh, and they're what's shifting, I love this, is like, I kind of think of the feather, air, thoughts versus the heart. So what's shifting with this person is they're weighing out their head versus their heart, right? They're weighing out their thoughts. Also, they're weighing out what's meant for them. They're taking things more seriously. They want to bring things to balance in this connection in their life. This really just feels like, yeah, someone who is just figuring out their next little steps, guys. But it feels very favorable towards you. I want to see, can we get a little more insight to this person's current feelings? Any other feelings they may have towards the viewer? Okay. Insight to feelings. Those are good cards, but I didn't realize they were meant to come out yet, so let's see. They come out, they come out. 4 of Swords. Okay. They're still figuring it out, guys. They're still resting on this. This is a card of inaction, but it's a card of reflection, of meditation. So they got to think on it. So I feel reminded to say, it's 555 at the time I'm recording this. And actually that's an hour off. I haven't changed it yet, but there's a 555 on the clock. So wanted to say that, and that's about change. But what I was trying to say, I'm reminded to say, like, if this person is feeling slow and you're taking as rejection or whatever, you might need to shift your thinking. Unless they've shown you patterns that way, this person may just need to take things slow. They're being very reflective about their feelings. So maybe they're not completely sure. I think there's interest, there's obsession, they like you, there's exploring, those kinds of things. King of Swords, yeah, they're definitely like getting a lot of clarity, trying to figure out their, you know, the head versus heart thing might be a balance that they're working towards, but they still tend to be a little more logical versus feeling. But they're getting clarity on it. Okay, this one. We have a 5 of Pentacles. So there is, in their feelings, there is a feeling of lack. I don't think there's a feeling of lack towards you. There's a feeling of lack towards the self, towards themselves. This is indicative of someone who kind of has some insecurities, who may not feel good enough, who may feel like they're lacking something. With the rest of this, I don't think it's lacking feelings towards you. We're going to clarify. Can we get more insight to what this lack is about? Especially with the rest of this very romantic vibe. I mean, King of Cups, 9 of Cups, Page of Cups. I don't think it's about you. So yeah, they're feeling like they have a lot to carry, and they there's also a feeling of like, I don't want to be a burden on this person. So they might have a lot on their plate that also is making them really be kind of slow and figure things out. There's a lack around feeling like what they can carry, their value, their worth. So also, guys, if you do know this person has a bunch of stuff on their plate, there also may be a feeling of, can I pursue this and carry it all? So especially if this person was in a relationship at one point where this person demanded so much of them, you know, so there might be a need to take things light and airy. That's why they're very precision type person, very grounded. They don't like to jump into things that they can't put full effort in. So just know that there may be a feeling of like, can I juggle all this? But bottom of the deck, we got that 2 of Cups. So there goes back into this, I see you as some sort of partner. I have a lot of respect for you with this card. This is a soulmate energy card. We are in a love reading, so this was very favorable for this to come up. But ultimately, this card is about mutual respect, mutual attraction, or mutual, respect. Like, I see you as a partner. Again, this is the 2 of Cups, so this is the, like, basically the lovers of the minor cards. So very interesting energy, pile 1. I really find this very favorable. Let's look into a little bit of this person's next intentions, and then we'll do some extra confirmations just for fun. So let's see, can we get any insight to this person's intentions? What are the intentions / actions? What are they going to do towards the viewer? 2 of Cups. Okay. There's a blending of the heart chakra energy right there with that green. The Devil and the King of Cards. Okay. King of Cups. So this person this Capricorn energy is facing things. They're facing their own wounding with a sense of love, but I think they do want to come forward. But just know there might be some toxicity, but that also, like, the Devil is that obsessive energy. So they could be deciding to go after this obsession, which would be you. 2 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. 2 are the numbers of partnership. I think they intend to go after this. Just be mindful. They are working through some stuff. They may be bringing a little to the plate. I don't think this is, when we are looking at their intentions, so, like, I hate to say it's not intentional, but it did come out with the King of Cups. So it feels like they want to bring a sense of compassion to any negativity, any toxicity in the connection. Maybe you guys had something recently go on that felt a little, and they're going to bring some compassion into this connection. But I really feel like they want to come together. Again, the 2 is the number of partnerships. We have all these 222s all of a sudden. Coming up really, really good. So pile 1, that's the bulk of this. I'm going to move into extra confirmations. Actually, no, I'm not. I forgot our song cards. I forgot our message cards. What am I doing, guys? What am I doing? I forgot a whole section. Who am I right now? Okay, we're gonna pull some song cards for you. So with the song cards, if you know the song, cool. If you don't, I guess I just feel like it was such a beautiful reading. I felt it was so complete. But we got to get all this fun stuff, extra stuff in that you guys love so much, and I do as well. So song cards, if you know the song, cool. If you don't, there'll be a message for you in the lyrics. Feel free to look at the lyrics, listen to the song, screenshot this when you're done if you want to participate in this fun part. All right, we have Fractions by Cray. Giving you the fractions of my love. Okay. Hideaway by Grace Vanderwall, sorry. Another Life, Motionless in White. I only know one of these songs. I only know this one. We have Asai Fu by Juan Gabriel. Deep Blue by The Midnight. So many of these that you guys suggested. I don't know. And Harvest Moon by Neil Young, and this one wants to pop up too. Lose Control by Teddy Swims. I do know that song. Hot damn. All right, so those are your songs, guys. Let's pull a couple message cards. All of a sudden, my guides always show me cards in my head, and they're showing me these. These are the juicy love messages. So let's see what juicy love messages. There are some sweet, there are some juicy in here. Let's see what wants to come out. I lust after you and I want to conquer you. Okay. There's some fun. I mean, we did have the chemistry and obsession, so I want to feel the power of your love crushing my fears. Okay, they do definitely have some fears, so they want you to crush that. We have, you are the only one who makes me this wild. I want to devour you. And my passion for you is all consuming. All right. If you guys doubted their attraction towards you, please don't. All right, let's get some other cards out. What else does pile one want to say? You are my muse. It wouldn't be a pile if I didn't drop something on the floor, guys. I had to pick up. My whole body burns at the thought of you. I don't care how. I don't think I don't care about you because I really do. I feel so much joy with you like I'm a kid again. And I'm taking my time, but we have all the time in the world. Yeah, this person is very slow moving. They could have heavy earth placements if they'll need to be slow with things. All right. Now we are going to move into our extra confirmations since we got some messages and some songs for you guys. So the point of this is just a little extra, or if you're really like, I don't know at all, I need some confirmations, please give me some, then look for them here. And these could be a you or them. So we're going to pull some zodiac signs, some attributes, as well as some letters. Let's see what we have. Pile 1. Friendly reminder, I am available for personal readings. You can find that in my description box below. Versus just a general reading. Okay, we have first house, which is Aries. We have Virgo energy, which could be that earth energy, taking their time, being slow about things. And then we have Pluto, which is associated with Scorpio energy. So there you guys go. Somebody could have, they could be a Virgo rising as well. This first house. They could have Pluto in the first house also. Or you. All right, let's see what else we have for pile 1. Confirmations, please. Okay. And there went a bunch of stuff on the floor. Oh, like half that bag. All right, we have the Lovers, so Gemini energy showing up. Gonna go with it. Southeast Asia could be important in this connection. We have Cancer. We have the little skeleton, so something about bones, skeletons. What do I have on my finger? Maybe a recent secret came out, skeleton in the closet kind of vibe. We have Sagittarius showing up and USA. All right. Good momento, friends. I'm not going to pick all these up, but I just want to pick my little cards up. Third party. There's another third party. We have family. All right, let me shuffle through these cards. Free spirit. Other attributes. Spontaneous. This person could have a bit of a as slow as they are, they could have spontaneous with other things. Just might be their relationships. They're slow. Shy. And life of the party. Okay. So if you're like, well, no, I don't think they're slow. They seem spontaneous. They go after things. It might be relationships that they take slow. And it could be, I mean, we started off with a three of cups or 3 of swords. So there's a lot of pain that this person has been through. All right, let's get some letters so that we can spell some words, names, initials. Sometimes I channel names. If you see a name or something that I don't see, just take it. I'll honor that. All right, we have a J and a D. We have another D. We have an L. We have an X, a W, an E, a S. I'm hearing Jessica, Jessie, Desiree. I heard Larry David for some reason. Maybe someone really likes Larry David. Wow, all my initials are in here. DS, AR, Eddie, Edward, Reese. We only have one vowel, so it's a little hard. But I am not going to pick that apart too much. I'm going to let you guys look at that and honor if you see your confirmations, if you really needed them. So there you guys go. As always, I appreciate you guys spending it. Oh, appreciate Wesley. Appreciate you spending your time with me. I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Thank you guys so much. Have a good one. Bye. Hello, my lovely friends for pile 2. We are going over what have they realized. What has the person on your mind realized? What epiphanies have they had about you or the connection or anything else that wants to come through? You guys picked the number 34. This is the hummingbird spirit. It says be here now, which is a lot about present and present energy, as well as this beautiful shell here. All right, we're going to start with a quick energy check-in. If that's not your thing, feel free to scroll through till you see me start pulling from the tarot. I'm picking less cards than I normally do. I feel like I've been picking too many cards and we're getting a little too energetically out there. So let's see. Pile 2, energy check-in. Pile 2, energy check-in. Pile 2, energy check-in. And pile 2, energy check-in. So again, we already have hummingbird spirit, be here now. All right, we have dreams. So there could be a dream connection, messages and dreams, visions. This always gives me Pisces vibes. Something around dreams are important here. We have sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. So someone could be keeping an eye on you. Anytime we have glasses, it's like watching your social media, you know, keeping an eye, maybe keeping an eye on you and your dreams. Maybe someone does astral traveling or something. We do have gaslighting and focusing out and perception. So that is here if it fits, but I'm not sure. So take that, but that's just, I typically see the sunglasses as, again, watching, looking, kind of stalking. Maybe someone's a little bit obsessive of you. We have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So there could have been a recent commitment, or it's moving towards more commitment, or someone could have recently been engaged. There could be just engagement involved somewhere within the connection. We also have patience. Everything will unfold in divine timing. So if any of that rings true for you, let's jump into the tarot and see what they have realized about you or the connection. Sorry, my desk got pulled out or pushed in. All right, pile 2. We're using the Mystical Moments Tarot that was donated to the channel by Holly over at Crystal Rose Tarot. If you've never checked her out, feel free to do that. She is a dear friend of mine. All right, let's see. We have the King of Pentacles. So there could have been a recent realization around worth, around value, around giving, loyalty. Let's keep going. Oh, we got another hummingbird. 6 of Wands and the Hierophant. Taurus energy showing up. There's a recent, like, feeling successful about some sort of lesson, spiritual learning, maybe a recent rabbit hole, kind of gone down the rabbit hole, maybe you've enlightened this person a bit. We have the Knight of Cups, so there could be a musical connection between the two of you. We do have, I love this card. She's strumming this heart here like an instrument. So, but she has this heart in her hands. So this person, you could realize how much you kind of pull at their heartstrings. You know, after we have the lotus here, so in order to get to a lotus, we have to go through the mud. So there's a realization around coming out of the mud, feeling so much love. There's a lot of romantic energy with the Knight of Cups. We have the Star. We have Aquarius energy. So this person's had, you know, a realization around feelings, around perception. That also could be with this sunglasses, around how they view you, how they see you. These two cards are very much recognition and seeing someone as the quote, the star. Let's clarify all these to get a better picture. Wow, the Ace of Swords coming out. I just heard you're the key to my whole undoing. Interesting. Now, this, we have a Five of Cups clarifying this lesson. So there could be a lesson around regret. If you guys, for some reason, aren't together or there's been a disconnect of some sort, I do feel like this person has recently learned a lesson. And it's around like what happened in the past, either the past between you guys or the past from before you guys. But there's a realization around like, there's a lesson there on like either how they showed up, how they recognize things, what effort they put into it, or your connection. We have the Knight of Swords here, clarifying the Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups. And the overall energy is a feeling, I guess maybe some of you guys could be in a disconnect from this person right now, currently. Maybe that's where this patience is. You know, maybe there's a want for a commitment here, because we have this Five of Pentacles, which is feeling left out. This is an abandonment card. So this person could realize that they have feelings. They could have abandonment issues. There could have been really recently realization about that. I keep getting tongue-tied in this reading. It's like so much energy wants to come through and I'm stumbling over myself. What's under here? Eight of Swords, Ten of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So similar cards to pile one, very different energy, even though they had a very hummingbird energy, but you guys have two hummingbirds in here. So super interesting. So I feel like this person is realizing a lot around value, around how they want to show up, around what they want to bring to this connection, how supportive they want to be of you. If you guys are in a disconnect, it's like a realization of like, I want to come in solid. I want to let you know I am solid. I am here. I'm ready to do the thing. There has been a recent realization and lesson around the past and regrets and what I didn't do or what I couldn't do. The Knight of Cups clarified by the Knight of Swords. There's a realization that this person needs to not only feel feelings that they have, but share the feelings, like express their feelings. They might come in a romantic way, but maybe if they never say it, then you're like, do they mean it? You know, so there's a realization around that. We have the Star clarified by the Page of Cups. So it feels like this person is having realizations around what they want, what they're wishing for. This is a hopeless romantic kind of energy with the Page of Cups. It's very studious, new love, volunteer work, like newness, hopeless romantic. Yeah. The pages are our messengers, our cups are our emotions. So the Star card is a card of hope, optimism, seeing someone quite as a star in love readings. This is Aquarius energy though, very unique energy. So there's a feeling like there's a realization around devotion. There's a realization around recognition. There's a realization around expression, what I'm expressing, what I'm telling you. There's also a big realization around abandonment. So if this person abandoned you, there's like, bam, okay, shoot, I'm sorry. They also could realize how much they feel like they're lacking. If we're looking at their internal view, how much maybe their own worries kept them trapped. The Ten of Swords is an ending. It's ending of a difficult situation to be restarted with the Ace of Swords again. but that things have to change. So there, I do feel like this person realized that some things need to end so things can move forward. So if there is a disconnect, it feels like it, if this connection is not together, it feels like that needed to happen. Like the things that are changing, the things that are being realized wouldn't have happened if things didn't play out the way they did. So it's kind of like an unfortunate thing that needed to happen to, I hate saying this and you guys always, a lot of times when I say this line, people are like, I hate that in the comments, but it's that you realize what you have when it's gone. It sucks that people do that. It sucks that sometimes we're the ones that do that. You don't realize what you have until it's not here anymore. It's like, I want to be appreciated in the moment, be here now, but that could be what this person's realizing. I need to stay in the present. I can't live in the past. I need to show up and not only feel my feelings, express my feelings, do romantic things, but say romantic things. Those are the kinds of things that it feels like they're having realizations around. Let's look into the shifts going on in this connection. So what does shifting do to these realizations? Not taking these, but I'm curious what they were. We hit a 3 of Cups and a 9 of Cups. All right, what is shifting in this connection? If I can shuffle. I love my little decks. Sometimes they're hard to shuffle. All right, we have the Page of Wands, the Lovers, and the Knight of Wands. Okay. What's shifting is how this person is putting intention and action towards this connection. We also have the Ace of Wands. So a passionate new beginning. We have the Lovers here. So it's emotional connection and physical connection is what's shifting for this person. I think that they do want to come in with a message. They want to tell you, they want to take action towards this. They want to come into some sort of connection, or if you guys are already together, they just want to take this to the next level. There's realizations around partnerships, around how they're showing up, what they're doing, what efforts they're putting in, and kind of coming in more fiery and passionate and confident. That's a lot of what's shifting in this person. Like their confidence is shifting, their action towards relationships, their actions towards building and creating something, like with, I don't know, the words that, sorry, you guys are probably like, what? I wanted to say pizzazz. I don't know. I don't normally say pizzazz, so maybe that means something to somebody. Pizzazz. Interesting. Okay. I want to see if we can get a little more insight to their feelings towards you. And we have the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, Page of Cups. Let's see. More insight to their feelings. The Devil. So the Devil, Capricorn energy. This can be toxic traits. This can be obsession. So they could have obsessive feelings about you. 4 of Wands. This is about coming together. This is celebration. This is wedding. This can be a wedding. We did have that engagement. So they could be wanting to commit more, realization, or their feelings are to be committed. 4 of Swords. They're really being reflective though on their feelings. This is a card of inaction, but this is a card of really sitting with yourself and thinking through things. Anything else? And they're feeling strength. They have a lot of strong feelings towards this connection. We have the 2 of Wands on the bottom. So a planning towards this, like I'm planning towards the future. I'm planning to see where this goes. I want to see this out. I want to take the next steps towards this. I'm feeling very strong around this connection. A bit obsessive, but strong nonetheless. All right, let's see what else comes up in this connection. What does the viewer need to know about any realizations, feelings, so on and so forth? Time out, awareness, contemplation, solitude, time alone. So if there has been that time out, I already talked about this, it has helped this person realize that this time out has been like very fruitful. If you guys are on the edge of like things are just feeling a little chaotic and you're fearful that it will end up in a timeout, then what you might need to know is this is going to help this person realize all this stuff. Like the timeout feels a little needed at the moment. We did have patience. Everything will unfold in divine timing. Anything else that the viewer needs to know? Telepathy, nonverbal communication, energetic pulses, mind reading. So we have these two girls making this heart. This was donated by Casey over at Mosaic Mermaid Mosaic Tarot. Darn it. Mosaic Mermaid. I'll try to remember to link Holly and Casey in my description box of this. She donated this deck. So I want to give her props as well. Super awesome reader. And both are friends of mine. Anyway, but back to this. So there is telepathy going on. That's what you need to know is this. There is, if you feel like you're picking up on this person's thoughts, feelings, you probably are, especially if you're tapped and tuned in. Honor that. You also could be picking up the energy of their higher self, those kinds of things. So take those intuitive hits, to heart. However, always judge your decisions based off of someone's 3D actions. I will always say that. I definitely believe in all this stuff, but as we know, somebody can think a lot of things and not do anything about them. So, all right, let's see. Anything else? Yearning, longing for someone, undesired separation, pinning. So there is a yearning going on with this person. It's undesired separation. Again, I feel like this is for some of you guys, this is divinely guided. I know we also hate hearing that, but this person, it does feel like there's a yearning, there's a longing for someone, longing for this connection going on as well. All right, let's see if we can look at their next actions or intentions towards you. Can we look into their next intentions / actions towards the viewer? 10 of Pentacles, something long-term, putting in the effort, long-term effort. 3 of Cups. This is reunion energy, coming back together, friendship, connecting, getting together. And Page of Cups, offering you some sort of message of love, from their heart. So that does feel like that's what's coming in. We also have the Page of Swords. So yeah, communication definitely feels like it's coming in. They intend to communicate this with you. They intend to tell you their feelings, share that a little bit more. Again, the Page, it's not like the King or the Queen of Cups, but he's still the messenger. He's a little not as sure on his feet about expressing, but he's still got that cup of love, right? And wants to share it. So if you guys have not talked, there could be like a reach out to like, can we get together? Can we have a drink, a cup of coffee, something like that? And to kind of express to you how they're feeling is kind of where this intention / action kind of sits. All right, I'm going to move into our song cards and our message cards. So with the song cards, if you know the song, awesome. If you don't, there'll be a message for you in the lyrics. If you want to screenshot it and pick one of the songs and look it up and see what your person has to say. I'll also pull message cards as well. Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic by The Police. Begging for Thread by Banks. How's It Gonna Be? Third Eye Blind. Oh, okay. Song to the Siren, This Mortal Coil. Better Together, Jack Johnson. And Listen to Your Heart, Roxette. So if you guys want to screenshot that, pick whatever one is drawing in. Oh, we also have Halo by Beyonce that fell out, so we'll take that for one more confirmation song. And let's pull some message cards. Pile 2. What does this person want to say? There will only ever be one you. I'm so grateful for you. I hope you can forgive me. I feel lost and lonely without you. Our connection is cosmic and I love that. I denied my feelings for you. Maybe that's what they want forgiveness about. I'm very attracted to you. You're like an angel. Oh, the song Creep by Radiohead is playing in my head. My song longs for you and only you. And I know it wasn't meant to be like this. And then also, I don't understand why things are the way they are. If you guys, some of these are hitting home for like a separation message, but for others of you, I know that's not the case. So just take the ones that fit for your situation. General reading. All right, guys, I'm going to move into extra confirmations. If you are interested in a personal reading versus just a general reading, you can find my link in the description box below. I do live Zoom readings, usually twice a week, and then recorded readings based off of questions and a little bit of background for those depending on your price point and your schedule. So let's see. So these are for extra confirmation. So if you know that if you're having a hard time, like, is this really my reading? I need some extra confirmation. Look for that here. If you already know, please honor that. All right, so we have Jupiter, so Sagittarius, we have 6th house, Virgo, and Libra energy showing up. These got them mixed up. Dark hair. These could be confirmations for you or them. Light eyes. And driven. Extra confirmations, pile 2. All right, we have the parrot. So birds can be important, something repeating. Gossip also. Well, we have Europe. We have friends, and then we have Scorpio. I'll give you a couple more. We have bookworm, so someone could be a bookworm, and we also have Taurus showing up. Let's pull some letters. So with the letters, you might see someone's name, words. If I don't say it and you see it, please honor that. I also sometimes channel names that aren't really here completely, so take it if it fits. All right, let's see. We have an R, an N, RN. Someone could be in nursing. Y, K, Chi, E, sorry. B, E, E. So B could be important. Maybe bees. Maybe something about a knee. Ren, Ken, Kenneth, Ben, Benjamin, Ina, Keen, Barry, Carrie, I'm going to let you guys look at that and take whatever confirmations that hit home for you. Please always honor that. And thank you guys so much for spending your time with me. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in a future reading. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 3. You picked this beautiful koi fish spirit card. There's always enough. The number's 36 as well, with this awesome labradorite heart. I always try to make it flash for you guys. So cool. Okay, we are looking into what have they realized? What has this person realized about you, the connection, or any other epiphanies that they've had that you need to know about? You guys know that I'll share. I'm going to start with a quick energy check-in. If that's not your thing, feel free to scroll through till you see me start pulling from the tarot. But there could be a Pisces connection with the fish here. 36 could be important, or it reduces to a 9. There's always enough. Okay. Someone could have, I mean, kind of generic to say, but someone could have a koi fish tattoo, something along those lines as well. All right. I feel like that's a more popular one. So it's a little broad for me to say that, but it popped in my head, so I got to say it. All right. Energy check-in. I'm only pulling a couple cards just to kind of keep the energy a little more condensed. Energy check-in pile 1. So the point of this is for something, if not all of this, to ring true for you and your situation. Just kind of help you know if you're in the right spot. You can also ask for signs and synchronicities within the reading, because I get weird stuff that pops up and I just share it because it's usually for somebody. I do my best not to overanalyze the weirdness. All right, so we have feminine, creation, nurturing, receptivity, feminine energy here. There could be children involved with that creation here. Maybe someone creating a new project, working together with someone creating a project. We have the dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. So there could be some recent epiphanies on your end, the recent information that came out, because it is about finding out. But the dragonflies are also seen as a very spiritual animal. Also someone, I feel like the other day I got this dragonfly and I saw a tattoo. So it's interesting, like dragonfly tattoos, koi fish tattoos, something around tattoos could be important. All right, we have let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So there could be a need to, if there's a feeling of needing to control this, needing to let go of control issues, maybe there's some anxiety around not having control over this connection, and you're being, you know, kind of trying to sit back in that feminine energy of receiving instead of doing or going after something. And then we also have addiction, and addiction is affecting this relationship. So there could be some sort of addicted behaviors in the connection, or someone could have an addiction issue in this connection. So if any of that rings true for you, let's jump into the tarot and see what this person's realized. You could feel quite addicted to this person too, if there's not actual like toxic addiction kind of, you know, substance. There's lots of different forms of addiction. Could be an addictive quality around this. Someone could be addicted to control as well. Okay, pile 3. What did they realize? Pile 3. 4 of Cups. So this is a card of apathy. This is a card of rejection. It's also a card of missed opportunities. We have the Hermit, so Virgo energy showing up. Sorry, I'm being really drawn into this. I don't know about the rain not touching her. And granted, you know, there's this goose keeping the rain off of her, but I think of water and emotions. Maybe someone is realizing how they kind of have kept a shield up against their emotions, and maybe that's caused some issues. That's the vibe I'm getting from that card right now. Okay, that's next. So Hermit is very solitude energy. It's healing energy. It's that Virgo energy. It's also the light worker, very much, you know, lighthouse kind of vibe here too. We have the Empress. So we have this divine feminine energy again in creation. This one, there is a baby in the womb here. Interesting. So there's a realization around creating something, whether that be a life or something else. All right, we have the Emperor. So we have the Empress and the Emperor here. Aries energy, Taurus, Libra energy. This is ruled by Venus. So there's connections to Taurus and Libra. So again, signs Virgo, Taurus, Libra, and Aries showing up. All right, let's see. This 4 of Cups. Can I clarify this 4 of Cups? Now we have another Emperor. So this deck has 2 sets of Emperors and 2 sets of Kings, which is interesting. So there's a realization around pride. There's a realization where, yeah, they've kind of kept this exterior, built a wall up around them, is how this is kind of coming in. So I feel like this person is realizing where their solitude, where they're pulling back, where they're not sharing or not allowing, like maybe not receiving love in, has possibly caused some issues between the 2 of you guys. I mean, I like my readings being nice and fun, but let's be honest, most of the time we're watching these readings because something isn't. So a lot of times the storylines are hard. All right, the King of Pentacles. There could be a realization around work, being a workaholic, that's kind of coming in. Like I work too much. I'm way too serious. Realization around how much I hold back. Some also might have a realization around their generosity or their inability to give. But that doesn't have to be tangible things. It can very much be their emotion. I'm getting this vibe, like I'm looking at this Emperor and he's got standing in this courtyard, but there's buildings all the way around. So it feels like this person is realizing also this Emperor is controlling a lot of people. So this person could be having realizations around their control issues, how they build up walls to keep themselves safe, but that's, or they've built up walls around their heart and they always try to control situations, control their emotions. Again, I'm getting very serious vibes from this person that they don't quite know how to be more lighthearted. Like they're very serious, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's realizing their seriousness, their need for control, their need for power, their need to grow, so maybe some pride, some ego, their self-focus. We have Aries popping up here twice, guys, with this Emperor. Aries rules the first house, which is the house of self. So we're looking at realizations around self, around, you know, maybe how self-focused this person has been. All right, we have, yeah, and there are realizations that they need to be more lighthearted. The overall energy is the Two of Cups. There's a realization around partnership, around love, around evenness. The Eight of Pentacles, putting in work into that, putting work into connections, putting work into you. This person also realizes that, you know, they can't control everything. Sometimes they have to take a leap of faith. Sometimes they have to be new at something. I have a feeling that this person has worked very hard in the life. Again, workaholic vibes, maybe higher education, those kinds of things. They put themselves through a lot. But they are so far, they like being in control of their situation. They like being the smartest person. They like knowing everything. And I don't mean boisterous. I mean, there are some pride stuff in here, but it's this person feels comfortable when they feel like they're on top of a situation. And so there's realizations around, like, I can't control everything. Sometimes I just have to be a student of life. Sometimes I have to start again. Sometimes I have to be okay with, in order to get this wish that I want, I'm going to have to take a leap of faith, even if it's scary. We have this gator, like, just ready to chomp her up, right? Its nose is a little more narrow. I guess I could say crocodile. But, I'm a reptile aficionado, guys. No, I'm just kidding. I live in Florida on a lake, so, used to this. But yeah, there's a realization that they still have a lot to learn. They like being, again, this person like prides themselves on knowing a lot, being a lot, building a lot, but there's a vibe of like, okay, I still have a lot to learn. I still have this whole thing I gotta go. I mean, this guy does have the graduation cap on, but the Page of Swords is a student of life. So there's a realization that, you know, in order to have a new beginning, sometimes I have to start again. I have to start from the bottom. I have to, you know, relearn things, or relearn how to do things, or relearn how, if I want this connection, I want this connection to work. There also, for some of you, if you're watching about someone that has been more focused on work versus family, there's realizations around that. We had, like, you know, maybe you're in a connection, you're like, is this person ever going to want to have a family and have kids? It's a realization that they can't take too much time. Like, they can only be so prepared. So it's time to just go for it. It's time to do those things. So those are the realizations that they're having. I do feel like this person has their feet dug in very hard, though, because there's comfort in their systems. There's comfort in their rigidity for their life. Like, it works very well for them. So I wouldn't be surprised if someone is a little bit on the spectrum or neuro spicy, where they need things to be a certain way to feel like they function better, and chaos makes them, you know, so that's here as well for somebody. Okay, let me see. Let's do a feeling check-in. Can we get some more insight to their feelings towards the viewer, please? Can we get some feelings towards the viewer? Page of Wands, there's passion there. Ooh, Temperance, Sagittarius energy, expansion energy, but it's also blending energy. And we have the Six of, this person thinks very highly of you guys. You also kind of balance them out. Like, I bet they're serious and you're a little more playful. It's very yin to the yang, right? Like, you help them, like, lighten up a bit. You're like, calm down. Not everything has to be so serious. Let's have fun. Like, you're reminding them to be more childlike, more playful with life. Like, life doesn't have to be so serious. So again, massive earth signs. I know we have a lot of, like, the Aries energy, but like very Capricorn, like, let's work. So the feelings are like, you're igniting this feeling of finding balance in them. They're recognizing that you are very much in charge of your life in a beautifully chaotic way. Interesting. But this person is putting you a bit on a pedestal here with this Six of Wands energy. It's recognition. It's the star. It's shining. And you expand them and balance them all in one. Wheel of Fortune. So that things are shifting and changing, and this feels very faded. So this person and their feelings are recognizing this could be a little more faded. They are still biting up against this Emperor. So a lot of Aries energy, Empire. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the boss of, you know, something. Maybe some of this is your boss. I don't know. Take that for how that fits. We did have the Eight of Pentacles, so there could be a work connection here as well. Things are shifting and changing, and they're recognizing that they need to shift. Like this feels destined to happen, but they're trying to get there. They're trying to get there. All right, let's see what is shifting because of these realizations. Because even in their feelings, it feels a little like tempered, trying to control it. They're very passionate towards you, but emotionally, like that's maybe not their comfort zone just yet. All right, let's see what is shifting if I don't drop my whole deck. What is shifting for pile 3? Got the Page of Cups. Yeah, that message of love is sharing those feelings. That's shifting. The Emperor again. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Emperors. Every deck I had, the Emperor came out. That's super interesting. Massive Aries energy, guys. Maybe you guys are both Aries. King of Swords, shifting, communication. You know, what's shifting is this self-focused energy. Like we're talking about shifting. They're shifting into being a little more soft, a little more romantic, a little more hopeless romantic. This need for being on top is shifting. They're getting clarity on their thoughts. Eight of Wands. And this is happening rapidly, and it's happening in communication. And then we have the Page of Wands. So, yeah. The pages are here. We have a King and an Emperor. Things are shifting. Things are changing. They're having massive realizations around how things need to be different. Let's see. Let's pull some of these cards. Air. Breathing deep, entering into life, exchanging of life-bringing energies. So you're like a breath of fresh air to this person. Again, you like help remind them to like, if they are Aries, they're very serious Aries. And like you would be like the more fiery, fun, impulsive, like let's go, you know. Not that both of you guys have to be Aries, but that energy is so here. But you are very much like a breath of fresh air to this person, but you are giving them, you quite literally give them life. You brought them back to life. Maybe you're helping them see that work isn't everything, you know. Freedom, independence, self-determination. There's a vibe of you helping them want to be free, be a little more rebellious too. We have this skull and crossbones. I don't know, she just gives me like free-ish, freedom, rebellious, independent vibes. You're helping like shake this up for this person. What else? Beauty. Grace, loveliness, integrity of form and spirit. Yeah, this person is very attracted to you. They find you, you know, a bit of like the star. They have you, they see you. We have that Six of Wands, which is recognition. They see you. They see your beauty. They see your freedom. They see your spontaneity. You're like a breath of fresh air. You're bringing things, you're lighting things up, those kinds of things for them. Super cool. All right, let's move into some song cards and message cards, and then we'll do some extra confirmations. So with the song cards, if you know the song, cool. If you don't and you feel compelled, there'll be a message in the lyrics. So if you just want to take a screenshot, pick one of the songs afterwards. Yes, I'm giving you homework. You may find some really interesting information from the songs. The Power of Love, Frankie Goes to Hollywood. We have Things We Lost in the Fire by Bastille. We have Unchained Melody, The Righteous Brothers, from the movie Ghost. We have Style by T Swift or Taylor Swift. We have Always Be My Baby, Mariah Carey. Some old songs popping up here. Love Me Like You Do, Ellie Goulding. All right, those are your screenshot, guys. If you want to take a shot at that. And then we're going to move into some message cards. Sorry. My guides usually, I usually see a deck right away, and I wasn't like in my head, like I'm supposed to use this deck, but I don't know. We're just going to go with this one. Didn't really see anything, so in my head. I love your sense of humor. All I ever wanted and needed is you. I still have so much to accomplish before I can be what you deserve. Thank you for your beautiful presence in my life. We are like star-crossed lovers. Will we ever make it work? You're like my long-lost best friend. I've never cared so deeply for someone before. I didn't fall in love with you because I've always been in love with you and always will. You leave me breathless and without words. The kindness in your heart is so beautiful. I saw myself in you the first second I laid eyes on you. All right, so there are your messages, guys. I'm going to move into extra confirmations for those who just either for fun or just really unsure if this is their pile. They need a little extra confirmation, so let's pull those. All right, let's see. So we have Mercury here, so Virgo and Gemini. We have ninth, oops, that was the ninth. Where'd it go? Ninth house, so Sagittarius. And we have Sagittarius again. So ninth house energy, higher learning, higher expansion. This also could be someone's teacher, those kinds of roles, a mentor kind of vibe here going on. Teacher student, if you will. Could be also business partners, but you know, you guys are learning from each other. Okay, we have a life of the party, Capricorn, Taurus and Libra, Australia and New Zealand, and another Capricorn showing up. That seriousness of Cap. We have animal lover, tall, and hard life. Someone's had a hard life. This could be confirmations for you or them. All right, and let's some letters. O, Q, A, S, H, H, V, X, L, and P. Sol, Sol, Val, Valerie. So with the letters, if you see it and I don't say it, we have Sav, so I want to say Savannah. Hal, Paul, Socks, like Red Sox, Locks, Al, Albert, Allison, Soul, like the sun. All right, I'm going to let you guys honor those. So if you see something I didn't say, just honor it. As always, I appreciate you guys spending your time with me, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Also, if you're interested in a personal reading versus just a general reading, I do have my link to my bookings in the description box below. I do live readings usually twice a week, or I can do recorded readings based off questions and a little bit of background that helps me attach the messages. All that can be found in the link below, depending on your price point and your schedule. So thank you guys so much for spending your time with me, and I look forward to seeing you in a future reading. Bye, guys.